The Developing Tomorrow's Professionals program began really as an outgrowth of almost 10 years of research. The issues were obvious in looking at the achievement gap. It was less a matter of numbers as to how students performed on test scores. It was more on those statistics below the surface, which were circumstances that made the playing field or made education in many ways exclusive, not inclusive. The foundation of the Developing Tomorrow's Professionals program that was born from the research that was done in the early 2000s was about what might be lacking in their domestic settings for a multitude of reasons. What is true is that one part of their development is a little bit arrested. So what we developed really very early on was what are the principles by which each one of our young men can succeed not only academically, but in life, that will sustain them through the challenges that are going to happen and continue to happen in where they live, where they go to school, when they get to college, and beyond. Each day, we want each of our young men in Developing Tomorrow's Professionals to govern his life on the principles that he has learned and that he has internalized and made his own. That requires that as we go through the process of the Developing Tomorrow's Professionals with our 10-week academic Saturday program, where, again, it's every student has to be there, every young man has to be there every Saturday. Everything that we do is applied to the principles, and the principles are applied to what we teach them. The principles are really stanchions. They're guideposts to say that I always can fall back on those no matter what the challenge and no matter what I might go through. Of those that, again, of our 9 principles that we provide for them, and from there they build, hopefully, their own language, is that we want them to start each day in victory, and we want them to end each day victorious. Gentlemen, if you please. Start every day. Victory. End every day. Victorious. One more time. Start every day in victory. End every day. Victory.
And I think that the success of the Developing Tomorrow's Professionals program over the years and the hundreds of young men that whose lives they have touched is just absolutely remarkable. We see the young men who are participating in this program now being able to realize their high school careers a lot more advantageously in terms of being able to attend school regularly, get good grades, assume leadership. They're able to go to college by virtue of that success that they now realize as a part of their high school careers.
We've got a large population that has grown up with enormous challenges because of the economic changes in the country, but who have tremendous abilities and great potential, are able to realize that potential and make use of their abilities as members of society, as contributors to our economy, and as the raisers of the next generation.
But just having mentors, people that looked like me, already achieving things and telling me the same thing that I could achieve even more, to me was like it just took me to that next level and let me know that this is not just a fantasy. This is not something that I can just, I can just see it on TV and people that don't look like me are doing things that I wish I could do. But actually having these mentors who I could talk to on a regular basis, it let me know that this is something that's actually attainable. And after the program, I definitely went away with not only the confidence, but also gave me a lot of practical skills. Not only, being able to speak in public, but also just knowing that as a minority, as an African-American individual, that my say does matter and what I have to bring to the table does matter.
Well, what brought me into this program, for one, I knew as a junior I wanted to major in finance. And in order to be a successful financier, I had to learn how to be very professional. And in that program, and what I read off the pamphlet at the time, I thought that this was the perfect program that can help me
I'm Robert Felder. I'm one of the academic mentors from DTP. At DTP, what we're really focusing on is how do we help these individuals understand things that they have never heard of before, that they've never seen in their household. And that's our biggest challenge, that's their biggest challenge.
So statistically, here's how we've done since 2007. 87.8 of all the young men that have come into Developing Tomorrow's Professionals have matriculated to a four-year university. As of this time, all the seniors that we've had who have graduated high school and gone on to four-year colleges right now, again, it's a privilege to report that 78% have graduated college in 4 years, which is a real compliment to them, their academic mentors, and all the support we've been given by the State Department of Education over the years, CREC, and a lot of other agencies that have really embraced the work that we have done. There are so many ways to support the Developing Tomorrow's Professionals program. There's not sufficient time in any video or even a meeting one-on-one to tell you all of them. Our young men have many needs, and those needs stand in the way of their academic achievement, the contributions they will make to society, and becoming the kinds of men in the future that are a credit to our society and our educational programs. The greatest means of support that you can provide is fiscal support so we may continue and serve the hundreds and hundreds of young men that we haven't been able to this point, and the many more hundreds that are yet to come. We need your fiscal support.
DTP works. These young men come in and their lives are changed. They get outfitted in the suits. They know how to be young men of principle, integrity, faith, to believe in something bigger than them, to believe in themselves like they didn't believe before. These young men are graduating high school, college, four-year universities, master's degrees, Ivy League schools. Minority young men from non-affluent communities going to Ivy League universities on scholarship. The model works.
We need you to help DTP, and by helping DTP, to help all of us.
You can help transform the face of education.
We need you.
We need you. Not tomorrow, not the next day, not next year, but now. We need you. Thank you.